in the quality improvement in math education project initiated by the IIT Bombay under the kind supervision of Sri I.K. Rana. My topic of presentation is probability. My name is Prashant Dinkar Rao Bharane. My registration number is A068. My school name is Jnanopasak Vidyalaya, Bori, Taluka Jintur. District is Parbhani. Probability describes how likely it is that an event will happen. The probability is explained in this PPT by 3 steps. Very first step is the observe and explore, in which I have taken some activities for the students by which they can easily understand what is the probability. The first activity is some students are asked to throw a die and one student is appointed to write the results. The game is played for 3 times and result is recorded every time. The result is as in the table. In the same game, one student is asked to throw a die on the such that he gets 3 on the upper surface, and in the first activity the records for the first students are 5, 2, 6. In the second for the second student the results are 1, 5, 1. Student 3 gets 5, 4 and 3 on the upper surfaces in the 3 attempts, while student 4 get 6, 3, 2. In the second activity, 4 students are asked to measure the length of the blackboard in the classroom. They have to come one by one and note down the length. First student came, note down the length, it is 150 centimeter. Second student also note down the length, it is again 150 centimeter. Third student, it is again 150 centimeter. Fourth student, it is 150 centimeter. There is a third activity. One student have to draw a playing card from a pack of well shuffled playing cards, and after performing all these activities, students are asked some questions. After performing these activities, it is expected that students should answer below like questions. Question number 1. Can they classify the above activities in 2 groups according to their results? How are the results in the first and the third activity? While how are the results in the second activity? Here they can understand that the results in the first and third activity, they are random. Although the results are known but cannot be predicted confirmly which will occur there. While in the second activity, the results are fixed. May students change, the result does not changes there. Again, the next question can be asked that, can students list some more activities like first and second and third, in which all possible results are known but none of it can be predicted confirmly. And then we will proceed for the definitions in the probability. The very first definition is of the random experiment. Experiments in which we know all possible results but exactly one of them must occur, such experiments are called random experiments. The second definition is about outcomes. Results of random experiments are called outcomes. Third, a sample space. This is similar like the universal set in set theory. The set of all possible outcomes of a random experiment is called a sample space, and it is denoted by capital S. Then events, a subset of sample space is called event. We will see the types of the events. Some examples. If a coin is tossed and the event is getting either head or tail. Then in this example, the sample space is h comma t, and the event A, it is again h comma t. So such an event which contains all the sample points of a sample space is called certain event. Secondly, if a die is thrown and A is the event of getting a score on the upper surface more than 6, then here S is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, while in event A there is no any element, that is A is empty set. Such an event which does not contain any sample point from the sample space is called impossible event. And the third type, it is an elementary event. Again we can have an example. A die is thrown and B be the event of getting a number divisible by 5 on the upper surface. Then again sample space is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, while in set B there is only element 5. Such an event which contain only one sample point of a sample space, it's called elementary event. Fourth, again a die is thrown and A is the event of getting odd numbers on the upper surface, and B is the event of getting even numbers on the upper surface. Then sample space again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. A contains 1, 3, 5 and B contains 2, 4, 6. Here if we have a union of these two events, that is A union B, it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And if we take the intersection of these two events, that is A intersection B, which is empty set. Here all the outcomes of set S, but not in A, are there in set B, and vice versa. Such events are called complementary event of each other, and as their intersection is empty, they are also called mutually exclusive events. Similarly, their union is a sample space, so these events are also exhaustive events. After types of events, there is the formula is to find the probability of an event. Say A, P of A is equal to N of A, that is number of A divided by number of S. That is define and prove, in which we will prove our two theorems in the probability. Very first is prove that P of phi is equal to 0 and P of S it is 1. That is probability of empty set is equal to 0 and probability of sample space is always 1. Proof. We know that empty set does not contain any sample point. Therefore, there is no any element in the empty set. That is, N of phi is 0 and sample space contains all the sample points. By the formula to find the probability, we have P of phi is equal to P of N of phi divided by N of S. It is equal to 0 divided by N of S, and hence 0 divided by anything is 0. And similarly, P of S is equal to N of S divided by N of S, which is 1. Second proof. Here we have to prove that if S is the finite sample space and A is the event of S, then P of A dash is equal to 1 minus P of A. Proof. In 9th standard we have studied set theory, and we know that A union A dash is a sample space and A intersection A dash is an empty set. Therefore, n of A union A dash is equal to n of S, and n of A intersection A dash is 0. Now we know n of A plus n of A dash minus n of A intersection A dash is equal to n of S. Therefore, n of A plus n of A dash is equal to 0 is equal to n of S, since n of A intersection A dash is 0. Therefore, n of A dash is equal to n of S minus n of A. Dividing both sides by n of S, we get n of A dash divided by n of S is equal to n of S divided by n of S minus n of A divided by n of S. Therefore, P of A dash is equal to 1 minus P of A. After define and prove, apply and evaluate. Here are some problems put forth against the students. They have to apply their knowledge and they have to evaluate them. The problem is India and Pakistan play a cricket match in the World Cup. From the previous record, it is assumed that India has probability to win is 0.8. So, what is the probability that Pakistan wins? Here is the solution. Let I and P denotes the events that India and Pakistan wins the match. P of I is 0.8, it is given. Therefore, P of P is equal to 1 minus P of I. That is 1 minus 0.8. As events I and P, they are complementary, and the probability is 0.2. So the probability that Pakistan wins is 0.2. Second problem for evaluation is 2-digit numbers are formed from the digits 0, 5, 6, 7 and 8, where digits are not repeated. Here find the probability that number 1, the number formed is a number with 0 in its place. Second, the number formed is a prime number. Third, the number formed is greater than or equal to 50 and less than 80. Solution. Here sample space will consist of 50, 56, 57, 58, 60, 65, 67, 68, 70, 75, 76, 78, 80, 85, 86 and 87. Event A consists of the numbers at its units place 0 are 50, 60, 70 and 80. The second event, that is B, which consists only prime numbers. So only one prime number is there and it is 67. And the third event is the number should be greater than or equal to 50. So it should start from 50 but less than 80. So will end at 78 and they will consist 12 numbers. By the formula for probability, P of A is equal to n of A by n of S. It is 4 by 16, that is 1 by 4. P of B is equal to n of B by n of S, that is 1 by 16. And P of C is equal to n of C by n of S. It is equal to 12 by 16, that is 3 by 4.